Hi guys, I am back, and today I wasn't gonna make this video, but I went to do my laundry today, and I was thinking, I was like, wow, it's like, why is it so hard for people to understand? Like, what is it so hard? Like, it's so easy. It is so easy. Like, you look at the sky, and you can just like, if you wonder a little bit, because this has happened to me so many times. If you wonder a little bit, like, who would be behind this? There's no explanation other than God, right? There is a God, and he's big, and he's real, and, like, who would have made the sun? Like, who, like, the theory of aliens out there, guys, come on. Who knows? But unless God allowed them to be alive, but I doubt it. And then, like, I'm doing, like, thinking of this, like, in my mind, and like thinking, like, how can people don't see it? How can they don't understand that God gave us life? And then I go in to fold my laundry. So this guy handed me this. He goes, here's $1 million. But I was listening to the Bible and I couldn't hear the rest. Look, here's the $1 million. I think he said spend it well. I don't remember, but he's probably gonna see this video because he told me about his channel and I told him about my channel, and I didn't even know it was about God, because in the back, I'm gonna put that in the description, whatever it says in the back. But I saw this, the Big Bang. And as I was thinking, before I even had the encounter with this guy, I was thinking how I went to watch that movie. Not because I wanted to. Someone else bought the ticket when I was in Georgia. And I was so emotional because God is amazing. He's amazing. There's no explanation. And I was really emotional while people explained. My daughter looked at me and shook her head like, what are they doing, Mom? And she's a 10-year-old. What are they doing, Mom? This is God. This is not like a big bang. We came out from dust. Really? Yes, you did come out from dust, but not from a big bang. How can a bang and make a dust would make someone? Like, how can a woman would bear a child from a big bang? Like, come on. And this reminded me, I wasn't gonna make this video, and then I remember that. When you believe in this, you're controlled by this number right here, by these numbers. When you turn it back and you believe in this, nothing has control over you in this world. So when you believe in these things, when you can't grasp to know who God is, how big he is, you have no peace in this world, because your mind is set on things, circumstances, and things that happen in your life. Once you set your mind on the Lord, on God, you're free. Think about that. You're free. You're free from everything. From people's opinion, from how you're gonna look, from what kind of car you have, what kind of house you have, if you have a job tomorrow, if you have money, or like nothing really matters no more, because meaning, like, I'm not saying that you're not gonna have these things, but if you walk according to God's will, you would have all these things. But first, seek the kingdom of heaven, and then everything will be added to you. I think that's Matthew. I'll put that in the description. But one thing I say, be free from this. Be free from this. This is a lie. I have no idea. I have no idea what type of people believe that we are made out of a big bang. Come on, guys. Like, can someone come and tell you this lie and you believe it? Like, it's so simple to control your mind that say, oh, there was a big bang and then we were created by dust. It doesn't even make sense. If you think about it, it doesn't even make sense. What are you going to be controlled by? By this? What's in your bank account? Or you're going to let God control your life? Because His plans is bigger and better than yours. I usually say to myself and to God, I say, Lord, my biggest fear is that somehow I lose you. I know it's impossible, but you'll never know if you're not strong in your faith. Circumstances can take you out of your path because you think, oh, this is happening to me. Where is God? You need to persevere in your trials. And I'm going through trials right now. But I trust that my Lord is faithful to me. And the peace that I have while I'm going through it surpasses any human understanding. I can even explain to you, everything is crumbled down, but I still have the peace inside me. I just don't know how can people see this, the work of God, like the freedom that comes with put your faith in the Lord. Yes, I could, if I stop and rely on circumstances of my life and not believe on the plan that God has for me. He gave me a word and I believe in it because He's faithful. He is faithful. And before He would bring you to that promise, He will test you. Jesus was tested. Everyone in the Bible was tested. Everybody had troubles. Bigger trouble than mine. Come on. Bigger trouble than mine. Joseph, that poor thing, was sold by his own family. Rejected. Because of a dream that God gave him. Showed him. And it was in prison. David was running from Saul for how long? And Moses was in the desert for so long, 40 years. So we're going to go to trials. Things are going to look hard. But as long as your faith, it's in God and you're in His hands and you're aligned, your desire with His desire, trust me. You won't regret it. The reward He will give you. You won't regret it. Because who perseveres in trials will get the crown of life that will promise to them. For those who love God. And I'm telling you, don't be controlled by this. And this is a lie. I'm not even sure what this is, but I'll put what this says in the description. But this is it. This was the video that I was thinking today. It's so easy to see God. He's everywhere. God is love. He's everywhere. I usually like to, when I see the sun set, and my house is really beautiful, see the sunset in Stoughton, I just get so emotional because I feel like that's God speaking to me. Like, think about this. Think about it. Look at it and think about it. That the word did not just created by that. Like just nothing. We just showed up here. Someone had made this, and it was God. He made the heaven and earth. And that's what I want to go. This is just a mission. Everyone has a mission here, guys. Everyone has a purpose. And until you find your purpose, you're going to walk in earth like zombies. Remember The Walking Dead? This is how you're going to walk in earth. This is how you walk. You're searching for things. Searching for the fulfillment that you're never going to find. You're never going to find. And then you start believing lies like this. And stuff that it kind of like satisfies you for a while, for a little bit, but then it's like, it's not it. It's not it. And I would say this: if you have a chance, staring at the sky and wonder at night, the stars. Like, think about it. Do you touch yourself a little bit? Think about this. Who would have made stars shine in the sky? Because I have wondered when I was a kid, and I remember God had given me this quick understanding. Like, it's almost my brain detached from the reality. It's like a deja vu. And I remember where I lived. I was 4 years old, and I never forget this. I remember my reaction as a 4-year-old, wondering, look at the sky, and I did like, and then it went away. It was like he gave me this understanding, and I was like, and then it went away. It's just like, if you stare like 2 minutes in the sky and wonder, you're gonna understand that if your brain detached from the reality of what you see in every day. You wake up every day, you were born this way, you see the sky and you see the sun, and like, stop and think. Stop and think how you showed up here. Yes, from your mother's womb. Yes, but how this was created. It was not from a big bang. Did your eyes were created by a big bang? Did someone create your hair, your nails, your legs from a big bang? Come on, it's not that hard. It kind of gets me frustrated a little bit, because these was the dumbest thing I ever heard in my life. And do not believe in that. Don't be dumb. I don't know if I even should say this here. But you just think for yourself. Think a little bit. If you were created by a big bang. This is it. Just think about. Just look at the sky, look at the stars, look at the sunset, sunrise, and think if that's possible. Coming from a big bang. Wonder why there's no life in another planet. Wonder why. If you're not wonder, or you wonder if there's life out there. Come on, guys. Come on. The picture of that movie was beautiful. It's very emotional, because how God is amazing. You have no idea what else it's out there for us believers. When I read Revelations, I usually, when people say, what should I start reading? I was like, read John, Matthew. I like Proverbs, and jump to Revelation, and then go back to Genesis. Why? Because if Genesis became more interesting when I knew more about Jesus' life and more about whatever happened after that. And then to go back and then actually understand what is going on. How is everything started? But I would say this, Revelation to me was a very emotional chapter. That's John, the last disciple, and Jesus gave him the vision of what was going to happen in the end of the world. Guys, that's not, that was not a joke. That was not a joke. I do not want to burn, no stop. It says people are going to want death, but they're not going to find it. Imagine you're suffering so much that you're going to want to die, and you're not going to die. You're going to keep suffering. Wow. Read Revelations. It's the last book of the Bible. Read it. Very interesting. But don't be controlled by this. Walk with this and be controlled by this. So that's it for today. God bless you guys, and I'll see you guys next time.